This is the third-generation BMW X3, the Bavarian company's new rival to the Audi Q5, Mercedes-Benz GLC and Land Rover Discovery Sport in the hotly contested mid-sized luxury SUV market. The design, penned by Aussie Calvin Luk, may be typically understated and evolutionary, though in the metal it's better proportioned, tauter and more aggressive than ever, but this new US-made X3 is exactly that. New. In fact, the architecture, cabin layout and infotainment driver assistance technologies are in large part trickled down from the new 5 Series and 7 Series passenger flagships. Far more so than from the smaller UKL-based X1. From an Australian perspective, the X3 is massively important. BMW's top 3 sellers in our market are SUVs, and it's the segment where the car-driven here competes, that's growing fastest of all. Unusually, our international drive of the new X3 at its world rollout in Europe took place mere weeks ahead of the X3's fast-tracked Australian launch, set for early November, and a sign of our market's importance when it comes to SUVs. We already know the makeup of the launch range, which will comprise this Drive 20D diesel, $68,900 before on-road costs, Drive 30i petrol, $75,900, and Drive 30D diesel, $83,900. All a few grand pricier than before. But arguably the bigger news here is the planned addition of the first ever M-performance derivative of the X3, called the M40i, which brings a 265 kilowatts turbocharged inline-6 petrol engine and a 4.8-second 0-100 km/h time to the table. This version won't arrive locally until the middle of 2018, we're afraid, but when it does, it'll aim to pry buyers away from the Mercedes-AMG GLC 43 and Audi Q5, both of which are big sellers locally, and are priced at about $100K. Then there's also the Porsche Macan. Given the close proximity of the local launch, we're going to focus on this hotted-up X3 M40i derivative, as well as the other range topper, that Stonking's Drive 30D mentioned earlier.